Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today we are gonna do a basic Instant Pot / quick cooker chicken and rice recipe. And I say basic because with this idea and recipe, you can tailor this to anything that you want. So without further ado, let's get into this amazing basic Instant Pot chicken and rice. Let's go. All right, so one of the reasons I wanted to do this is because I've gotten a lot of requests on Facebook and other places for Instant Pot and quick cooker recipes that are easy and will help people kind of to jump into utilizing their Instant Pot or their quick cooker for everyday cooking. This recipe is pretty basic, and I call it basic because you can tailor it to anything you want. And just to prove to you that you can tailor it, we're gonna do two different recipes in both the Instant Pot and the quick cooker. We're gonna do Mexican chicken over here, and we're just gonna do some creamy chicken and rice over here on this side. So it's really pretty basic. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is get our Instant Pot or a quick cooker on sauté or sear. So for the Instant Pot, there is a sauté button, and for the Pampered Chef quick cooker, there is a sear button. Both in unison. Now we're gonna get 2 tablespoons of butter in the bottom of each of these, and we're just gonna melt it up a little bit, and then we're gonna add a cup of onion to both. Like I said, this is the pretty basic recipe. You can do, I have done ranch seasoning in this, I have done Italian seasoning, I've done just cream of mushroom soup inside of it. Literally, you could put barbecue in it. That would be actually pretty good. I've never tried that, but I bet you it would work really nicely. And the reason I'm doing 2 is this one's gonna be for burritos throughout the week, and this one will be for dinner. All right, I hear that one's starting to sizzle. So we will get the onion in that one right away. And we're just gonna saute it until it's just translucent. We don't really want a lot of color on it. And this one is also ready. Now I have pitted these 2 pots against each other in an epic battle of a whole chicken, and they were absolutely identical in every way. You could not tell which chicken came out of which pot. So a lot of people ask me why I prefer to use the Instant Pot over the quick cooker. Frankly, the only reason that I use the Instant Pot over the quick cooker is because I have the 8-quart Instant Pot. This is a 6, this is a 6. These are my 2 6s. And we tend to feed a lot of people, so the 8-quart makes sense for my family. If Pampered Chef had an 8-quart, I probably would use that, but since they don't, I use the 8-quart Instant Pot. Now, something I have not tested out before is, let me just look on here. It's on sauté. Oh, sauté. Normal, adjust. Okay, so when this one started going a little more than that one was, I'm like, what in the world? Well, this one was set to low sauté, this one was set to high sauté, so that was our difference. So they're gonna be off just by a tiny bit, but that's okay. All right, once you start to see your onions become a little translucent, we're gonna add in our garlic. All right, in goes our garlic. And we're just gonna cook that for like 30 seconds. Oh, smells delicious already. All right, 30 seconds is up. So now we are gonna add in our chicken broth, and I'm using 3 cups of chicken broth and 3 cups of rice. Now, this is the short-grained Calrose rice. You can use a long grain rice, but you will need to make an adjustment with the water that you put inside of it. Also, you do need to rinse this rice thoroughly before you put it in the pot to remove most of the starch. I still have a little bit of water left over from my rinse. It's fine, just don't pour it in the pot. If you do, no big deal. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so we're gonna give this a stir. Let's get over here so this doesn't burn. All right, it's time for us to add the garlic here. All right, we'll give that a good mix. Give that 30 seconds. Oh, smells so good already. All right, now into this pot over here, we're actually going to add lemon juice. And this is just a whole lemon. The juice of one whole lemon. All right, let's give that a little stir. And then last but not least, we're gonna add our raw chicken. This is about 2.5 to 3 cups of chicken, or probably about 1.5 pounds-ish. Give or take, you know, the size of your meal and your family. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set the chicken right on the top. I don't know if you can see that in the top camera, but we're gonna set it right on the top. We're not gonna mix it in. We're just gonna set it on the top. Quickly over to this pot. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna get our broth in the same as the other one. And our rice in. Again, 3 cups of rice, rinsed well. All right, let me just get the lid on this one. Custom, and then we're gonna do time, and we're gonna go all the way down to 8 minutes. Okay, and then start. So this is ready to go. The button is shut, this one is ready. All right, so now we're gonna give this one a good stir. And here comes our fun add-ins for Mexican chicken. A packet of taco seasoning and a cup of salsa. Now we're gonna give that a good stir. Perfect. And now we're gonna do the same thing that we did with that one. We're just gonna place the chicken on the top. And the lid on. I'm gonna install Walter on the top of this one. Walter doesn't fit on that one, so he'll just have to be on the small one today. So he's on sealing, and we're gonna go manual 8 minutes. And that's it. So as soon as these are done, we are going to let them natural pressure release for another 5 minutes. And then we're gonna open them up and show you the results. We'll be back here in just a little bit. All right, these pots finished within 1 minute of each other, even though this one went in just a tad earlier, probably due to, actually, I don't know. They just finished about the same time. So as you can see, it's been 5 minutes. So now we're gonna release the pressure. Make sure your arm is not in the way of your steam valve because that steam is hot. Okay, pot number 1. All right, and we're just gonna give that a good stir. All right, top number 2 off. Let's give it a stir. Whoa. It's hot, y'all. Let's give it a stir. Right, and now we're gonna salt and pepper to taste. So there's some salt, there's some pepper, and usually for this basic, creamy, basic chicken one, you put a little Parmesan on there. I just checked my refrigerator. I'm out of Parmesan. That almost never happens. And we're gonna get that out. Beautiful. I'm really super wishing I had some Parmesan right about now. Road Parmesan. I mean, I have the shaky cheese. We call it shaker cheese, but I don't know if you want that or not. And then this one, there is our beautiful Mexican chicken that will go great inside burritos all week for the teen who is graduating high school very shortly. And there you have it. That's it. That is the basic chicken recipe that you can do anything with. Now, depending on what rice you use is going to depend on how much water you're going to put into your pot. So keep that in mind. Don't just use my recipe if you're not using Calrose rice. In this recipe, I will mention how much water to put in for every different kind of rice. I don't recommend using brown rice because it takes way too long to cook and your chicken will be overdone. But I thought I would show you the inside of this chicken. Let's see if I can do 2 forks and show you that it is perfectly cooked and not dry at all. It's good chicken, even though it's white meat. We're not super white meat fans in this family. Pretty basic, pretty hot. That is a great example of how you can do almost anything with this recipe. You add in your own, just keep that basic ratio to water to rice, or if you're using a different rice than in the comments. And then you add your chicken on the top. It works every time. It's amazing. And the rice on this side, because we rinsed it, is a little bit sticky, but perfect. Not too soft, not too al dente. And then the rice on this side, you'll see they're more like grains because of how we cooked that over there. And we had a little bit more water because there was a little water in that salsa. Perfectly done. That one is gonna taste great in burritos. And because, I made a mess over here, because we added the taco seasoning, it really doesn't need any additional seasonings unless, of course, you like your stuff a little saltier, a little spicier, but there's a good bit of spice in there. Oh, and I'll taste the chicken for you. There we go. That's really good. Well, there you have it. You have 2 of basically the same recipes, just adding in different spices and different things. So we started out the same, finished out strong, have 2 meals for 2 different things in 8 minutes. You gotta love that. All right, you guys, well, if you enjoyed that video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week, and I'm always looking for the next adventure. So if you've got one for me, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm gonna get this packaged up for burritos for later, and I'm gonna probably find some cheese to add to this and spice it up a little bit because it's a pretty basic chicken. All right, you guys, we'll see you later. Bye.